Was it like blood coming?
Yeah, I was coughing up with mucus and blood and so a bunch of nasty stuff. We thought it was bronchitis. I thought it was a severe chest cold, or pneumonia possibly, but that's what it was.
So when they said you have a blood clot, I mean, did you know at that time how scary and how serious that was when they said blood clot?
Well, I didn't find out it was a blood clot to the Thursday of the Indianapolis game. That's when I found out. So, when I found out that's what it was, it was pretty serious.
So, if you are pressed into service here for any length of time, do you feel ready to get back into full duty?
Absolutely. We still have a couple of weeks before we actually play, so I still have some things I can work on, and I think there's enough time for me to get those done and accomplished before we do open up with Miami.
Is the left side more natural to you, just from the standpoint you were there in college and?
Absolutely, the left side was more natural for me because that's where I've played at for the last couple of years, and I haven't put my right hand down since. This is the first time I put my right hand down since Steiny got hurt early in training camp my rookie year, and I was only at right guard maybe once or twice. So, the left side would be more natural.
Jason, did you see what happened to Laval today?
I think he just rolled his ankle a little bit. I don't think it's as severe as, but I think they're taking all the right precautions. They're the doctors. I wish I was a doctor, but I'm not. But
did he put any weight on
stay
it
at a
at all?
Holiday Inn last night?
Yeah, he put a little bit of weight on it, but they were still trying to limit it just because of they didn't want him to walk on it.
When you were starting last year, coming off your 16 games, I think it was, as a starter, as a rookie, how much progress did you feel you had made in those games before you had to leave the lineup?
I was actually, it was kind of weird because I was, week one, I had lost 10 pounds going into the Eagles game, so I was feeling kind of sick from the very first game. I made it all through training camp, but the first game I was kind of ill, so I didn't know what was wrong. So I wasn't playing very well. I was down. I lost a lot of weight. My legs were feeling weird, but I just didn't know what it was. I just thought it was, coming from training camp.
It's kind of confusing.
So,
you didn't know.
I didn't know what it was. I was, so I was kind of ill from that. But I thought I made decent, but then I figured out, I was figuring out what was wrong, and I was like, okay, well, maybe that makes sense. Is why I'm not being able to do this or do that.
Let's go back to the last time you were healthy, then the 2011 season, when you were later in the season, had some experience. How well were you playing? How confident were you at that point?
I felt a lot better, later because it was later in the season. I was catching on the defenses more, and I was seeing things a lot faster. At the beginning of the season, it was kind of slower, and as you're going on, it speed up for me a little bit.
Is it hard for you to be going through a regime change where you were a starter, you lost your position to an illness, you are kind of the third man or top backup at two positions? Is it the whole deal kind of hard to adjust to?
It's tough, but it's a business here. It really doesn't matter what happens. It's going to be the next guy up when something happens. If you play well, they're going to stay there. You're not just going to just change it because there's always good chemistry between the guys that were already starting. You want that good chemistry. It's a business, and I understand it. What it is, and I'm taking it as it is, and I'm still here working. Because it's a long season, so anything can happen. I could be in there tomorrow or as the starter, so it really doesn't matter. But you got to take it. There's no such thing as you can't lose your job from injury, and I think some people run the league, they get confused with that. Oh, I got hurt, so I should be the starter again. It necessarily doesn't work like that. Sometimes if you get banged up and someone gets in there performing, and the team's rolling, why pull them out? You just can't do that now.
Did you any lifestyle changes for you because of that, or?
It was just something out of the blue that happened. There was no real reason for it. So, I really didn't change my lifestyle too much. I couldn't eat vegetables for a long time when I was on the medicine from Coumadin. So, I like to eat a lot of vegetables now.
Oh, that's interesting.
Jason, something like that.
How you feeling at right guard now? I know you said
I'm a little, I feel good, but it's just unnatural to me right now. I'm not used to having my right hand down, but as I do it more, I'm starting to get better at some things with it, and it's going to be work.
And when we talked in May, when you first came back, no TAs, you said naturally there's a lot of rust here. How far have you come from them since then, and how much rust is left, if any, or do you think you knocked it all off?
It's not so much rusty because I haven't done it, and I'm just rusty because I haven't played on the right side before. So it's just a learning experience. But I'm trying to build on it. The more I can do, right guard, left guard, it's only going to benefit me in the long run.
So they never told you exactly why they thought you ended up with the blood clot in your lung?
No, they said it was just one of those things that kind of happened.
And how grateful were you when they ruled out all those other things that could be, some of the real serious kind of things?
Pretty grateful, just because it was my career was in jeopardy. So that was one of the biggest things, my career and my health.
So coming out here and having to kind of fight for your job back, is that in perspective based on the fact that you almost lost your life?
Yeah, the doctor said, if I could have stayed in there maybe 2 or 3 more plays or a play, I could have got hit and I could have died. So, look at it like that. I'm just happy to be able to come out here and attack and practice and have a chance at starting for a job again. So.
Yeah. Do you ever share with anybody, the other guys about God, this is precious. Don't take this lightly.
Yeah, a lot when I was out. They had asked me how I'm doing. I was like, man, you don't know when it could be over. They always say that, and you're always like, you don't really think about it like that. But then when it happens and it hits home, it's like right there.
And that's how you probably felt when Ryan went down.
Yeah, when I was standing right next to Ryan when that happened, and that was the scary thing. I did not know what happened. And he was just laying there. That didn't look good.
Yeah.
Are you in the kind of football shape you want to be at this point?
I'm in pretty good shape, so I'm just football shape is different than just being in shape, like working out shape. So it's still going to be a grind to get ready for the first game, to be in shape like you need to be to play 14 plays. Right now we're not getting 14 plays in a row or 10 plays in a row. We're not doing that right now.
But you've been able to drop a lot of that weight since May.
Yeah, I weighed in at 318 and I'm 320 now, so I lost a significant amount of weight.
What did you get up to, you think?
I lost about 25 pounds, so I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, probably since the end of April, actually. I couldn't eat that medicine I was on, Coumadin. You couldn't eat green vegetables or anything like that, so I couldn't eat not one vegetable, and that wasn't good.
Was it nice?
Oh, God.
Oh, sorry. Was it nice to get back on the diet? Because I know you changed a lot.
It was nice to eat vegetables again and be able to eat healthy. Before it was just like, yo, you can't eat this, you can't eat that, don't eat this, don't eat that. But now it's going pretty good.